There are rumors that one of our best players, Albie Normand, is looking to leave. He's been making frequent trips to Paris on his days off, and we know, being French, it's a dream for him to play for a big club in France. But after going through so many ups and downs with Normand, I really thought he would never want to leave. He's been our version of Pogba, minus the doping and injuries. And yes, if he ends up leaving, I don't think we'll be able to fill that gap, especially considering the financial situation the club is in. And oh no, the moment I've been dreading. We've just received a letter from Albie Normand in the mail, and it says urgent as well. Even you guys think it's probably Paris FC that's coming for him. Are we really gonna have to say goodbye to Albie Normand? Wait a minute! This is not a transfer request. It's an invitation to his new bakery in Paris. Now this explains everything. Albie Normand has opened his own bakery chain, Normand & Co, and that is why he's been making all these trips to Paris. Yet I was thinking Normand was planning to betray us, but bro just wanted to bake some bread, and we already know how much he hates bread in England. His bakery could probably supply S2GFC as well.
The sound of the crust. Listen. Oh, a symphony of crackle.
But man, I should have never doubted Albie Normand. From day one, he's been sending half his wages back to Paris to his mum. And I guess that's the money they've used to invest and open a bakery. So good on them. Now, although things are normal with Albie Normand, there are still a few issues that I've got with our coach, Pablo Gonzalo. Lately, we've not been seeing eye to eye. He's basically annoyed that I signed Will Fish, an English defender, instead of a South American player. We know the gaffer's obsessed with bringing more South American players to our team, but the dressing room didn't want that, so I had to sign an Englishman to just keep hold of the squad. But now in training, Captain Steve Ball has just come to me and said that the South American players are getting preferential treatment in training, whereas everyone else is being put through an incredibly tough regime. Now, I guess we've got two options. One is having a stern meeting with Pablo and letting him know that this is not okay. But if as the club owner I do that, it's basically interfering in Pablo Gonzalo's job. I mean, already transfer policy-wise, I'm making my own decisions. If I even tell Pablo what to do in training, might as well just make me the manager then. I think we're gonna choose to just ignore it for now, see how the situation goes, but right now, it is looking like Pablo is losing the dressing room. And to be honest, lately performances have dipped as well. At the start, things were going incredibly well, but now we've dropped down to 7th in League One. Also, don't forget, we got knocked out by Charlton Athletic in the Carabao Cup. That was embarrassing. And in the Virtu Trophy, we now have a must-win game. If we don't beat Peterborough, we're going to be out from this competition as well. So once again, we're back in the Virtu Trophy. I remember how seriously we took it last season, but we just fell short. This time around, bro, I want to go all the way. It's our best chance to win a trophy, but we need to beat Peterborough United right here, right now. And also, it could be a good way for Pablo Gonzalo to just get rid of all the bad vibes lately, because yeah, there's just been a lot of infighting in the squad, and we do not want that. Uribe looking inside for Sean King. Couple of good touches. Now Steve Ball looking for Gallardo, and he gets the finish. And it's a special celebration from Gallardo, pointing up to the skies. The kid has just lost his mom, and I'm so glad he gets this moment, man. He's been still working really hard, doing his mom proud. Gotta give Steve Ball some credit as well, because the captain has taken Gallardo under his guidance, helping him during these tough times, and it's paying off. And I'm so glad he got this moment, because I remember in that Carabao Cup game against Charlton, Gallardo did bottle a really easy chance. So yeah, this is good redemption from him, and it's onwards and upwards from here. By the way, I still don't get why Pablo Gonzalo is so pissed off with the signing of Fish. He is an incredible centre-back. Easily the best player we've got in the team. Oh, and now Norman looking for that pass here for Nicholas Hart, who's broken through. Goes for the finish. 2-0. I told you, boys, we are taking the Virtu Trophy very seriously. And that is exactly the result we needed. Through to the next round of the Virtu Trophy. And by the way, about Nicholas Hart, we know what a difficult time he's had this season, being disowned by his parents. He's also had issues with penalties. If you remember, Nicholas recently tried a Panenka, which he absolutely failed. But look at the comment left by his father, man. And people asked why we disowned him. Like, come on. This is what Nicholas has had to deal with throughout his entire life. But hey, Nicholas has been responding on the pitch, and he is your player of the episode. The goals have been flying in from him. And I guess I'm going to reward him with the tiki-taka play style. That should make his passing really, really good. But yeah, guys, this season, Nicholas has really taken his game to the next level. 12 goals, 5 assists. I just hope he keeps this up. for our next EFL League 1 game, I don't think Nicholas is going to be of much help. His stamina is too low. I guess we can play Neil Lane down the left. I think a lot of rotation is going to be needed, man. That's the problem when we've got cup competition as well to deal with. Armstrong, of course, being from Northern Ireland, has got international duty. But yeah, we're still able to assemble a really decent squad. And we've got to now start pushing for more wins in League 1. I do want to be in a direct promotion spot by the time we're in January. It's not going to be easy to get there since we, of course, are 7th in League 1. But I do know that we have the talent here. Neil Lane waiting for the run to be made by the King, who's going to put this one back in for Bullock. He's onside. The goal stands. Ooh, that's a clever chip ball for Sean King, who somehow gets there first. How is he putting that wide? Literally had the whole goal open in front of him. I will say this, though. We do have a bit of a striker problem. Both Sean King as well as Jacob Richards this season aren't firing like they usually do. To be fair with Jacob, we haven't given him that many opportunities, but I guess soon we will need to. Uh-oh, defensively in a tough spot here. Will Fish is tracking back, but not good enough. Gigante with the save. Set pieces we've got to deal with, but this was really bad as they get a chance here. And come on, that is schoolboy defending. Okay, Bullock has just gone completely through all by himself. That is a lovely goal. He just ran through the defense like it was nothing. Ooh, the South Korean Jisoo is in a bit of space. He could rip out across and it's brilliant. Neil Lane with the diving header. For a Ronaldo fan like him to score a goal like that, I'm sure it means a lot. And come on, boys, back to winning ways in League 1. By the way, with that, we've slowly climbed up to 6th now. 7 points off the top 2. That is where I want to be. Gotta just keep winning. Next up, we've got Stevenage in League 1. Okay, having to defend an early chance here. Oh, Jisoo has done really well. He's having a solid episode. Normand sees Jisoo, man. This kid keeps making the run down this left flank. Now Nicholas in a bit of space going for goal. Oh, he almost curled that one top bins. Bullock. Oh, that's a lovely ball for Nicholas Shaw. Through on goal. Oh, come on. Okay, we got Gallardo taking a set piece, and we've been horrible with set pieces, and yep, that continues. It's the second half now, and I really don't know how we don't have the lead in this game. We've been so much better. Gallardo looking for Albie Normand, and there's the Frenchman, fresh off starting his own bakery. He's also scoring goals for us in League 1. By the way, Jisoo is getting so good now down this left flank. I don't know how he's doing it. Another brilliant run being made by him, cutting this one back for Richards. Simple tap-in, created by the South Korean Jisoo. And that is now 3 wins in a row for S2GFC. And I think you guys know what I'm thinking. That stupid S2GFC fan bro who refuses to get a haircut until we go 5 wins in a row. It is time for him to book a trip to the barber shop. Oh my days, what has his hair become? Good lord, man, he desperately needs to go there, and it's on us. It's been almost a year until this poor guy has gone to the barber shop. Wait a minute, somebody just said he would have already cut his hair if Barry Thunderstone was not sacked. Bro, Barry Thunderstone was an absolute fraud. What on earth are you even saying? Look at where he is now. No club wants him. He's basically a pundit spewing nonsense about our club. But regardless, guys, if we can win our next 2 games, that dude is getting a haircut. And I feel like it'll be a bit of a relief for this entire squad, because this storyline, it's been going on for far too long. Oh no, but our next game is in the FA Cup. But I think we should be able to take on Bristol Rovers. And cup games, whether it's the FA Cup or the Virtu Trophy, are really important for us. FA Cup, I know we don't have a chance to win, but if we end up facing a Premier League club at home, with the ticket sales, we could make a lot of money. And that is my goal, boys, to somehow go far and deep enough that we do end up facing a Premier League club. But for that, we need to be good. As a rebate, that was a simple cross. And now Will Fish is going to have to defend that strong stuff. Oh, this is good. This is good. Neil Lane finding space, striking it off the crossbar with a set piece, getting onto the near post, and it's actually worked for Will Fish off target. Edward Ball sees Neil Lane, and once again he goes through. Maybe another one of those power shots. Nope. Straight at the keeper, though. Defensively, we've got a lot of work to do here. Park Jisoo, strong challenge, and I thought for a second that would be given a penalty, but what a tackle. Edward Ball now looking for Neil Lane. This is awesome. He needs to be able to cut this one back, but he can't. Okay, Pablo needs to make some changes for the second half. Brandon Neal is going to come on. Clark as well. Jisoo is exhausted, man, and for right reasons. He's been doing so much. We'll also bring on Jacob Richards up top. Come on, man. We are not getting knocked out in literally the first round of the FA Cup. Edward Ball sees the run of Neil Lane. Should be a goal. There it is. Number 7 strikes. I see that run being made by Nicholas Hart through on goal. This time keeps his composure. 2-0 in the FA Cup. And there's the full-time whistle, boys. Our FA Cup journey has just begun. The big news, though, is that this is our 4th straight win. And now if we win our next game, that stupid S2GFC fan, he's going to the barber shop. Okay, wait a minute. Our next League One game is a bit of a challenge. We're facing Wickham. They are 5th above us. Also, we do have fitness issues because of that FA Cup game. Captain Steve Ball won't be able to play. We're going to have to play West Banks. I guess Sebastian Finch is also going to have to play. And yes, that does mean he'll be taking the armband. Although Pablo Gonzalo really pushed in the dressing room meeting to give the armband to Medeiros. But the team literally unanimously disagreed and gave it to Finch. Now, of course, there's drama right before we could go 5 wins in a row. Get that guy his haircut and just move on from that. But you know what? Maybe we're still going to get the job done. Gallardo looking for Bullock, who's trying to get it onto his left foot. That touch was nice, but the finish. But okay, we are off to a good start. Gallardo's delivery. This is much better. Sean King's header cleared away. Gallardo still has it. Could look to put it in. It's a terrible ball, though. Scotty Bullock keeps running through, and there's the pass for Sean King, and of course he converts. Guys, it really looks like this is it. S2GFC is about to go 5 wins in a row. Okay, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think we still need 1 more goal to just secure the win. Uh-oh, we might end up conceding, and we do. This always happens. Well, we're now back to square one, but there's still a lot of time left. I believe in this team. Oh, good ball for Nicholas Hart, who's gone through, and this time he takes the shot by himself. We're back in the lead. That should be Albie Norman's ball as he finds Park Jisoo. Bro, he's got no stamina, man, but Albie's now got it. Maybe going for goal himself. Strike that one so well, but just wide. I still feel like we need 1 more goal to settle things, man. You never know. A late goal could ruin everything. Okay, we've got a free kick now, and with no Neil Lane on the pitch, who's our best free kick taker here? Might be the Argentinian Gallardo. From this angle, I think it is possible for him to get this one up and over. It's not going to be easy, but let's see. Gallardo, decent power, and he's actually scored. Yo, the Argentinian. There's a reason they say he's got the best left foot in League One. That was Messi-esque. The first free kick goal, by the way, in S2GFC's history. We will never forget this, bro. Gallardo, you are special. And that does mean we end up winning the game, which means, yes, the club for the first time in its history has gone 5 wins in a row. It is now time for this clown to go to the barber shop, get a haircut. It feels good, man. I am so glad we don't have to worry about this anymore. And now that we've put this silly haircut stuff behind us, we can focus on what's really important. That's getting to top 2 in League One. We've definitely improved, guys, climbing up to 4th. But still, guys, before the 1st of January, I want to try and make it into the top 2. Also, it looks like a lot of our players are celebrating going 5 wins in a row. We've got Will Fish and Luca Gigante here on a fishing expedition. Of course, man, this is Will Fish's big hobby. What a surprise. But it doesn't look like Luca Gigante is all that interested. But wait a minute. The gaffer Pablo has suspended both Will Fish and Gigante, but I don't get why. Both of them went fishing on their day off. It was not like they missed training or anything. Apparently, this is because Pablo wants to see more dedication from them. Bro, you bet if it was Gallardo who had gone fishing, Pablo himself would be on that boat. For the first time, we're going to have to play our backup goalkeeper Butler in this next game. And honestly, he looks absolutely woeful with a 53 overall. And also, guys, the gaffer is overworking our European players. Like, look at Albie Norman. His stamina is cooked. Park Jisoo as well. Honestly, if things weren't going this well on the pitch with us getting win after win, I'm not gonna lie, I would have considered sacking Pablo. Because right now it feels like the harmony of the squad is being affected. There's too much bias over South American players. I just don't understand why. But yeah, as long as the results keep flowing in, I guess it's fine. As club owner, I would look stupid if I even think about sacking Pablo. But honestly, if results keep going this way, I wonder what kind of influence Pablo will hold over me. Gallardo on the ball now, looking for passing options, and he slide this one for Nicholas Hart on his right foot, opens up space and top bins. That's what Nicholas does. I do feel like a lot of Pablo's success more than tactics is just Nicholas Hart hitting vengeance mode. Bro has such a big point to prove to his family that every game he's putting in a masterclass, man. It's honestly incredible to watch. King looking for Gallardo, who's broken through. He's gonna try a chip. No. This chip attempt was also what got us knocked out of the Carabao Cup, man. Gallardo needs to stop trying that. I feel like he's watched a few too many Messi videos. Uh-oh, we have been opened up here, and oh, that's wide. I totally forgot that we've got this Butler guy in goal. So far, he hasn't been tested, and I would like to just keep it that way. Steve Ball. Oh, I see Nicholas Hart. I think he's kept himself out. No, he is off. Oh, Bullock in acres of space. He's going to strike that one and wasn't far off from going in. don't really feel that safe with the 1-0 scoreline. But to be fair, these guys have not threatened us at all in this game. And now we could end up settling things here. Nicholas Hart squaring this one for Sean King. That should have been 2-0. This is what I was talking about, boys. One chance now for Wimbledon. Cheeky chip. Oh, Butler baited him. 200 IQ plays from our goalkeeper. I think that was the only movement Butler had to make. But hey, he's done his job. It looks like we are picking up the 3 points. And let's go full time. And by the way, guys, the real journey in the Virtu Trophy begins now. It's the knockout rounds. Even though we're alive in the FA Cup, let's be real. This is the best chance we've got of winning a domestic cup. And of course, the pressure's on because of our deal with Umbro. If we don't win a domestic cup, we're gonna have to give them 2 million back. And guys, the consequences of that would be tremendous. We'd almost certainly be forced to sell a first-team player. By the way, Fish and Gigante are back from their suspension and they will be playing this Virtu Trophy game. But guys, I'm not liking the bias that Pablo Gonzalo has. But hey, as long as he's got this team winning, isn't really much I can do. Neil Lane is on a brilliant run, keeps going by himself, and lovely goal. I'm telling you, boys, whenever I play Neil Lane, he really impresses. By the way, guys, there are early reports suggesting that Edward Bull is unhappy with the role he's currently got, with, of course, Pablo as the gaffer. Oh, we got completely cooked there. I mean, that was ridiculous. Okay, back to square one. But as I was saying about Bull, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because don't forget, he was a left midfielder last season, but now under the new coach, he's having to play as a cam, and he's doing a good job also. But the gaffer just prefers Gallardo, and we know why. But yup, it is starting to really get to Edward Bull, because he keeps putting in good performances. Good ball in for Bullock, who gets the goal. We get our lead back. Bull with the assist. One thing I've noticed, boys, with Pablo, although the team is playing well, there are a lot of unhappy campers. But maybe that is also why the team is doing so well, man. Everybody just being angry, eager to deliver, prove a point, and that's showing on the pitch. Oh, Neil Lane. I don't know how he did that. That is incredible. What a run. That move that he just did there might make him a contender for goal of the season. And onwards we march in the Virtu Trophy. By the way, y'all remember Lenny? Of course, he's currently our groundsman, but also for a brief period, he was the club's interim manager. And looks like he's still continuing his job as groundsman. But is that a book about football management? Is Lenny trying to get his coaching licenses and stuff? Well, if he actually does that, it would instantly make him more qualified than Barry Thunderstone. But who knows, man? Maybe Lenny could become the club's assistant manager at some point. Possibly even the gaffer. I mean, you never know.
The first thing you need to know is I have an erection.
Meanwhile, guys, we've got some contract negotiating to do. A lot of players' contracts were expiring. But there was one player whose contract was expiring and was unwilling to negotiate. Sebastian Finch. I probably shouldn't have gotten him and Pablo Gonzalo in the same room. But yeah, Sebastian Finch is not interested in renewing his contract. In fact, he's actually considering retirement. Contrary to what Pablo thinks, I think losing Finch would be a big loss. He's been such a big part of the squad, especially in that first season helping us get promoted. But then again, he is 31. He's completely frozen out of the squad. Not surprised if he does decide to retire. One thing I will say, Pablo has definitely affected the harmony of the squad. Now, the thing is, as long as we keep winning, nothing else matters. No, and we concede. But you know what? I'm completely unfazed. I know this team is capable of getting the comeback done, so let's keep pushing. Looks like for the second half, a couple of changes have been made. Bull surprisingly brought on. I see Sean King as well in the attack. Not gonna lie, with Edward Bull, it feels like the game has changed. We are looking a lot better as he slides this one for Uribe. And Uribe, what's he doing there? No. How did that touch go through? It's 2-0 for Stockport. And after ages, we've actually lost the game. And no surprises that defeat came against a team that's better than us. That is one slight trend I've noticed. Whenever we face a team that's better than us, Pablo Gonzalo's tactics don't really work. But still, we're in a solid spot, 4th right now, just a couple of points off being in the top 2. And by the way, there's news from the dressing room. Edward Bull personally went to Pablo Gonzalo to ask for more opportunities to start, which I think is a completely fair ask considering what Bull has done for us. But I don't think Pablo cares. He's still gonna start Gallardo in that number 10 position, which, to be honest, in itself is not a bad choice, but there could be some ways to integrate Bull into the team because he is a really good player. But right now, I do feel like alienating Bull like this, it could end up fracturing the dressing room even more. But anyways, we gotta now get back to winning ways. I want to be in that top 2 come January. Albie Norman finding space to shoot off the post. Oh, good ball from Norman for Nicholas, who controls it into his stride really nicely. Going for goal. Oh, the keeper saved that. I need to figure out a way to score from set pieces, man. Norman is taking this one, and will Fish with the bike. Imagine if that would have gone in. Uribe's found a bit of space as he tries to put it back in. It's brilliant. Bullock with the goal. The hard work, though, was done by Uribe. Oh, that is a lovely turn, man. Nothing I could do, but Gigante could. Saved our skin there. Bullock and Sean King are really linking up nicely. I think Sean has kept himself on. No, he's off. Again, I remember discussing our striker problem, guys. It's still feeling like that we are dealing with that because both Sean King and Jacob Richards, this season, they have not really fired all that much. We have relied heavily on our number 10, Nicholas Hart, to supply the goods, and I don't know for how long can we keep doing that. Right now, Park Ji-soo, lovely ball in. Sean King, how? Gonna sub off King, man, because I need something different up top. Richards will come on. Brandel Neal for Norman, and Ji-soo is pretty much cooked as well. We'll bring on Clark. Is Steve Ball there holding his hamstring? I think he is. I have a feeling it's the rigorous training sessions that Pablo is holding. That could be playing a part, but it does not look good for Stevie's continuing because we don't have any more substitutions to make. Ball. Looking for Neil Lane, who sees Richards. No, that pass was so bad it was supposed to go for Jacob. Good thing is it didn't affect us because we do end up getting the 3 points. And wait a minute, it's not just Steve Ball that's got an injury. It's Will Fish and Bullock as well. And what a coincidence, boys. It's all non-South American players. Bullock is out with a torn calf muscle for about a couple of months. Same with Steve Ball, but with a torn groin. Will Fish has got knee issues and he's out for like 50 days. We now have an injury crisis that was totally avoidable if Pablo Gonzalo hadn't run his agenda and overworked our players. Also, just as the transfer window is opened, Edward Bull has stormed into my office. He is demanding a transfer. Now, I have been able to convince him to stay, but he's putting up some conditions. 1, he wants the opportunity to fight for his place as a starter, which I think is perfectly fair. That's what he's not been given. But 2, he does not want to play under Pablo Gonzalo, which means if we want to keep Edward Bull, we're going to have to sack Pablo. If we decide to keep Pablo, Edward Bull will end up leaving. This is crazy, bro. What do we choose here? Our gaffer or our player? And honestly, it's not as easy as you think. If everything was going normal at the club and we would have just a player being upset, I would easily choose Pablo the gaffer. But you guys have noticed, man, he's caused an injury crisis. His stupid South American agenda really causes us problems. And I'm wondering if we would be better off without Pablo Gonzalo. I think I'm gonna need your help on this decision. Let me know in the comments. One thing's for sure though, either Pablo leaves or Bull departs. We've got a tough road ahead.